Stairways receive more damage than any room in your home, except those rooms housing teenagers. Although these tutorials take place in a stairway, they apply to any room. Tutorial number 1, repairing screw pops and other minor drywall damage.
Here's a list of needed materials and tools.
I've already started repairing a lot of the damage that has been done.
This bump is a screw pop.
So what I want to do with this is I want to cut off the surface. Take the screwdriver and screw it deeper into the wall. If I come in above it and re-screw it,
and below it.
Make sure the screw heads are below the surface of the drywall. Take a little bit of mud. This is the 20-minute set, which is almost ready to set up. You see this in a situation like this where it's got the, this is a jab, I call it jab damage. It has this paper that's sticking out. You can see that. Okay, what you want to do is you want to rip off the paper as best you can. Okay, and it just kind of keeps going if you're not careful. Then, I like to use 20-minute set in this application. Now on the end of this knife is a metal cap. I like to use that cap to kind of go around and squish any of the paper back in a hole and just kind of deepen the gouge just a little bit before the 20-minute set dries. It's like plaster, it sets up in 20 minutes. I like to cover that hole. When it sets, I come back and do it again. Now right here is another situation where we have some dents. We just want to take and fill those dents to bring the wall back to flush. We let this dry or set up, and then we apply 2 more coats. Now it looks like I've got a little bit of the paper hanging out right there. And I'll just use some standard joint compound and recoat it. I'll let that dry. Second coat this patch. All I'm trying to do is just fill up the hole. Now that I've gone over everything 3 times with the mud and it's all dry, it's time to sand it. You don't want to sand out the compound that you've placed over the damaged areas of the wall. What you want to do is you want to sand around the outside edges, feathering in so that the patchwork doesn't stand out, that it blends together. And you want to just sand across the patch itself to make sure that it's nice and flat. It's always good to have a light behind you to show the perspective of what's high and what's low. Be sure to see tutorial number 2, painting ceilings and preparing trim and doors for paint. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you for watching.